If two people are genuinely meant to be together, there is one clear pattern that always appears. Many people grow up believing destiny is effortless, that it looks like instant happiness, like a story where two people meet and everything smoothly falls into place. They imagine life becoming easier, challenges disappearing and love arriving without resistance. But real destiny never comes packaged so simply. True destiny begins with disruption, with upheaval, with challenges that feel nearly impossible to understand. The universe does not gently deliver love. It tests you first, breaking false beliefs, reshaping who you are, and requiring individual growth before any union can truly take form. This is the pattern that never changes. Welcome to Never Give Up. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, press the bell icon, and select all notifications, because every video here has the potential to shift how you see things and transform your mindset. Destined love does not begin with comfort or peace. It starts with recognition, an undeniable and often confusing awareness. The first sign that someone is meant for you is not calm reassurance. It is a quiet, unsettling recognition. You meet them, and something inside you responds before your mind can fully process it. It is a feeling that sees you completely and unsettles you deeply, because destiny often disrupts the foundation of your inner world. When you encounter someone who is meant for you, it is rarely peaceful at first. You may not feel secure, and certainty may seem far away. But that discomfort is exactly what destiny looks like. It is unsettling not because the other person is wrong, but because they reflect parts of you that you have hidden, avoided, or denied. These encounters push you to face your fears, your insecurities, and the habits that have kept you from real connection. Most people mistake love for calmness and predictability. Yet destiny often arrives like a storm, disarming you and leaving you unsettled, reminding you that growth always comes before union. One of the most confusing aspects of destined relationships is why they rarely stay together at the beginning. Life almost always separates them, not out of cruelty, but out of necessity. This separation is intentional. It happens because one or both individuals carry unresolved wounds. One may fear emotional openness, while the other may struggle with self-worth. Sometimes love is offered from fear rather than wholeness. Even with good intentions, incomplete people can hurt each other. In these moments, the universe steps in with a clear message: not yet. It waits for growth, self-awareness, and maturity to prepare the hearts that will eventually come together. Destined love is patient, persistent, and transformative. It requires you to face yourself honestly, without shortcuts or distractions. Every challenge, every heartbreak, and every moment of uncertainty is part of the preparation. The universe separates you to reveal what you truly need, to teach you how to love without expectation or dependence. When the time is right, everything will come together naturally. But this only happens after you have been shaped into someone who can receive and sustain that love fully. This is the hidden truth of destiny. It shapes, tests, and strengthens before offering its reward, ensuring that the union is lasting and meaningful rather than temporary. Understand this clearly. True destiny is never about instant satisfaction. It is not a sudden moment of ease or comfort. It is a process, a journey of awareness, disruption, distance, and self-discovery. When you feel unsettled by someone, when circumstances pull you apart from them, do not fear it. This is a sign that destiny is working, preparing you for a love that is worth waiting for, a love that transforms rather than simply soothes. Stay steady, remain open, and trust the process. When two souls are meant to be connected, the universe will eventually guide them back together, stronger, wiser, and prepared for a love that endures. Receiving it too early would only damage what is meant to last. Separation is not an error. It is part of the design. When people who are meant for each other are pulled apart, the pain feels different from ordinary heartbreak. It is more than sadness or longing. It is a sense of imbalance. You do not just miss them, it feels as though a part of you is absent. This is because destined connections are not rooted in comfort or ego. They are tied to growth, personal development, and the parts of yourself you have not yet faced. Losing them forces you to confront your fears, insecurities, unresolved wounds, and the patterns that have kept you from becoming whole. This pain reaches every part of your being. It brings you face to face with fears of abandonment, the need for approval, and the ways you may have given too much of yourself in exchange for love or attention. It reveals where you avoided emotional responsibility and where you offered too much without healthy limits. This is not punishment. It is an awakening. The universe uses this discomfort to bring awareness, to push you toward self-honesty, and to confront the habits that have blocked deeper connection. Destined love is not gentle, it is transformative. Even when it communicates through silence, even when its purpose is not yet visible. Here is the unexpected part. Even after separation, even without contact, even when logic tells you to move on, something within you begins to change. Growth happens quietly. You become more aware, more discerning, and more emotionally truthful. The behaviors you once accepted begin to feel misaligned, and the people you once pursued lose their hold on you. Your desires shift away from surface level attention toward depth, meaning, and authenticity. You rarely link this inner transformation directly to them, yet it begins the moment they enter your life. Destined connections do not create fixation. They encourage reflection, awareness, and personal growth. Destined love leaves its imprint in the quiet moments of your life. You think of them not because of loneliness or emotional need, but because your inner self recognizes unfinished lessons and growth that only they could activate. You notice them during periods of self-examination, during emotional breakthroughs, and during still nights when the world feels silent. This is not attachment. This is integration, the subtle and meaningful blending of their influence into your personal development. You discover lessons you did not realize you needed to learn. Slowly, without conscious effort, your life begins to change in ways that prepare you for a deeper level of love and connection. And yet, no one can truly replace a destined connection. People try. They pursue other relationships, distract themselves, and convince themselves they have moved on. Still, something always feels incomplete. Not because the new person lacks value, but because they do not activate the same growth. Destined love functions on a completely different level. It is not about ease or attraction. It is about evolution, guiding both individuals toward wholeness and awakening lessons that ordinary relationships cannot reach. You cannot force it, recreate it, or replace it because its purpose goes far beyond simple companionship. It exists to challenge, educate, and transform both people involved. During separation, destiny continues its work quietly but powerfully on each individual. One learns boundaries, the other learns responsibility. One develops self-respect, the other builds emotional courage. One learns to stop pursuing what cannot be controlled. The other learns to stop avoiding what must be faced. Neither person can yet see the entire picture, and that is intentional. The universe withholds the full understanding until both have grown enough to handle the love waiting for them. This process is precise, intentional, and necessary. It ensures that when these two paths come together again, the connection is no longer temporary. It becomes a lasting and transformative bond built on the foundation of two evolved individuals. Before destined people reunite, illusions must be removed. Every false belief about love is dismantled. Beliefs such as love should always be easy, or that genuine care means someone would never leave, must be released. Ideas like needing to earn love or relying on someone to feel complete weaken authentic connection. Destiny removes these false ideas carefully, honestly, and often through discomfort. Every tear, every moment of longing, every heaviness felt along the way serves a purpose. This clearing is essential because real love is not built on fear or dependence. It is built on awareness, conscious choice, and growth. Destined love is not about needing someone to survive. It is about choosing them freely when you are already whole. The change happens quietly. There comes a point when you stop needing them and stop pursuing love from fear or lack. That is when destiny begins to move again, when both individuals can stand fully on their own. Love becomes a conscious decision rather than a survival instinct. Alignment begins. Love in this form is no longer anxious, desperate, or dependent. It becomes a calm, intentional force that naturally brings the right people together. This is the moment when the universe allows the paths of two souls to cross again, ready for a genuine union.